In the previous video, we have seen what is inheritance in Java. So this is completed now. In this video, we will see constructors and inheritance. Let us say we have two classes. One is parent class and another one is child class. Let's say I have a constructor in the parent class. So it is parent class. So how do we define a constructor? The constructor name should be same as the class name. So constructor parent class, and I have a constructor for child class also. So this is child class constructor. So when this parent class constructor will be called? Normally any constructor is called whenever an object is created for that class. So one way to call this constructor is creating an object for the parent class. There is also another way, which is when we create an object for the child class, then also the parent class constructor will be called. But this child class should extend the parent class. That means this is a child class of parent class. So in these cases, when we create an object for a child class, then first the parent class constructor will be called, and then the child class constructor will be called. Let me explain this again. Let's say we have two classes. One is a parent class and another one is a child class, and the child class is extending the parent class. That means this is a child class of this parent class, and in the parent class I have a constructor. The constructor name is same as that of the class name. So the constructor here is parent class with brackets, and in the child class also I have another constructor which is child class here. Now when the parent class constructor will be called, one point we know is whenever we create an object of a class, then that class's constructor will be called. So whenever we create an object for this parent class, then this constructor will be called. But there is also another way, which is since this child class is extending this parent class here, whenever we create an object of this child class, then the parent class constructor will be called first, and then if we have a child class constructor, the child class constructor will also be called. Let us see an example on this one. Here I am using the same programs that we have created in the previous video. The two classes, one is the parent class and another one is the child class. Now in the parent class I am creating a constructor here. So the constructor is parent class. I will just say sysout I am the parent class constructor. So now I have created a constructor in the parent class. Now I will create another constructor in the child class. So here child class, I will just say I am child class constructor. So now what we did was, in the main method we are creating an object for the child child class dot child class cc is equal to new child class, and using this child class we are accessing the variables of the parent class, which is name and course, and also the method which is display details. So now what happens, because we have created two constructors, one for the parent class and one for the child class. Once we create this object child class cc, first the parent class constructor will be called and it will print I am the parent class constructor, and then the child class constructor will be called, which is I am the child class constructor will be printed, and then using this child class object we are printing the name and course, so the name and course will be printed, and then it will call the display details of the parent class. In the display details, again an object for the parent class is created, which is PC. So again the parent class constructor will be called and it will print I am the parent class constructor. Using the parent class object we are printing the properties name and course, so these two will be printed again. So let's run this one and see what happens. I am running the child class.java. So right click on this one, run as Java application. Proceed. See, so since because of the child class object, first it will call the parent class constructor and it is printing and the parent class constructor, and then it is calling the child class constructor and it is printing I am the child class constructor, and using the child class object we are accessing the variables of the parent class, so it is printing Subbu and Selenium, and now we are calling the method display details using the child class object, and in the display details parent class object is created, so the parent class constructor is called again, so it is printing I am the parent class constructor, and in the display details method we are printing name and course, so it is printing Subbu and Selenium. So this is how constructors and inheritance work. In this video we have seen how constructors and inheritance work. If you want to download the documentation for this one, you can go to my repository at github.com/subbostek and go to selenium-java-tutorials. And this particular tutorial starts with number 15a. So search with 15a and you will find it here, Selenium-constructors and inheritance, and you can download the document. In the next video we will see inheritance and method overriding.